Taylor, congratulations. Convincing victory. Assess your performance today.
It was okay. I feel like it's not like out of the ordinary first round U.S. Open. Come out like a little nervy. I didn't play a great first set. More so like the first game I served, and then when I served for the set was also pretty bad, but kind of loosened up after the first set and felt like I played pretty solid the next two sets.
Thank you. Questions? Yes.
Steve Clark from the Sporting Tribune. Two things, if I may, Taylor. One, winning that first set down 140, what was the mindset in play one point at a time, just kind of battling against a guy you never played before? How were you able to get that rolling back in your favor? And two, you've been here enough times now. Do you have a routine that you find works in terms of practice, where you stay, how you prepare both physically and mentally to play in the U.S. Open?
Yeah, for the first part, I felt like I wasn't really thinking too much about breaking him. When I was down 40 love, I kind of thought, probably just going to go to a breaker, which I didn't really care about. I was fine. I felt fine playing a breaker, but yeah, I mean, his second serve a lot of times would kind of sit. So the love 40, I kind of just pulled the forehand inside in like aggressively, and then played a solid point at 15-40. And then once it gets to like 30-40, then it's like now I feel like there's a solid chance of breaking. So I kind of played the points from then on a bit more, I guess, safer, more serious, and that's when I kind of felt like I could probably just get the break. And then to the second part, like, yeah, some things change. Like, I don't have, like, I guess I don't do everything exactly the same, but by now I do know, like, what kind of practices, preparation, stuff like that kind of works for me, not just at the Open, just everywhere. I kind of know what things I guess have to do, and I know myself well enough to kind of have just certain routines that I'm doing all the time that I feel like if I'm not doing it, then I'm not, I guess, preparing properly.
Okay. Matt?
How does it feel different playing at a home slam versus the other ones? And like, does it change you? Do you find yourself thinking different things as you're walking onto the court or across the grounds or anything?
It's I mean, it's awesome to be playing at your home slam with the crowd and just everything going on. It's like, it's amazing to be at the Open. I'd say going out first match, it's a little bit more stressful, but it's good to kind of get by this first one and just feel a lot looser now.
Just looking back to the Olympics, how much fun was winning that bronze medal in the doubles?
I mean, it was an awesome experience. I think my main goal there was to leave with a medal. I think if we would have lost that third, fourth playoff, like, it would have been, it would have hurt a lot. So yeah, I'm really glad Tommy and I were able to get that and bring one back.
Some people have said almost winning a bronze is better than winning silver because you've finished on a high. Can you sort of understand that?
I mean, I've been told statistically bronze medalists are happier than silver medalists, but yeah, but I mean, I would have loved to have a chance at gold with Tommy. We were playing really well, but yeah, we were pretty upset after the semifinal loss, and immediately all I told him was like, look, if we're upset now, how bad are we gonna feel if we don't come back and win the bronze? So, like, let's make sure we focus back up and win the next one.
David Sickman, New York Tennis Magazine. Next up is Berrettini. Any thoughts on the matchup?
I mean, yeah, it's a tough second round in the head-to-head. I've been able to get him, but it's always been really close, as it always will be, because both of us are big servers. It's going to be a lot of serving, a lot of holding, and it's gonna in the end come down to how we perform we have a chance, you know, and you know how I play when I'm break point down, how he plays when he's break point down, stuff like that. And if someone comes up with something on a big point, it's small margins when, you know, there's two people with kind of big games playing each other.
Lloyd Carroll from the Queen's Chronicle. This year we have 5 American men in the top 20. You know that there hasn't been an American man winning this tournament since Andy Roddick in 2003. I'm just curious if you ever talked to any of your American colleagues on this. Is this more of a media thing, or is something that the players do talk about, the fact that it's been a 21-year drought?
I don't think we talk about the fact no one's won a slam because, like, it's pretty obvious. I think we all know that. There's nothing really.
That's all. I mean, Tim Henman of Great Britain used to say that he felt the hopes and dreams of a nation when he played at Wimbledon. So I was just curious if that's... We all want to be the ones to like end it, but I mean, I don't think we don't really talk about that. We've talked about the fact that we've got 5 guys right now in the top 20, and we've talked about, like, you know, it's like we just have a lot of like good players, but not so much about the fact no one's won one.
What do you know now about handling this tournament specifically that you've learned over the years?
I don't know if I really learned anything. Like, sometimes you get, I don't know. Sometimes you get nervous. Sometimes you don't get nervous. It's so like random. Sometimes I feel like, and you know, I had that one. I had the first round loss 2 years ago, and then last year I was like as stressed as I've ever been playing a tournament because I didn't want that to happen again. I needed a good slam result, and I played really well in all my matches. I got to the quarters, and I don't think I dropped my serve on the way to the quarters. So it's like it's so random, but I do know it is just about taking it one match at a time and doing your best to care, but at the same time not care is what I like to say.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Taylor.